Picture this: a candle flickers on an old mahogany desk, a notebook filled with scribbled Latin phrases, and the rain tapping softly against the stained glass window of a forgotten library. The atmosphere feels heavy, yet inspiring, a world where intellect and mystery intertwine. In this perfect dark academia setting, there's one thing missing: music. But not just any music. The kind that makes you feel like a scholar lost in the halls of Oxford, or a poet finding meaning in the quiet shadows of night. And as we move through this list, you'll find out why these classical tracks don't just set the mood. They still carry a special significance in 2025. Classical music has always carried an aura of timelessness, but some tracks fit the dark academia mood so perfectly that they feel like they were composed for it. Today, we journey into those pieces, the top 10 classical works that can transform your study sessions into something far more profound. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on our upcoming videos. Now, let's get started. Number 10. Johann Sebastian Bach, The Well-Tempered Clavier. Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier isn't just music, it's a labyrinth of the human mind. Written in the early 18th century, these preludes and fugues in every key serve as both exercises and art. But their brilliance lies in the mood they create. Listening to them feels like walking through a candlelit library, where each book holds secrets waiting to be discovered. For study sessions, it stimulates the brain in just the right way, structured yet expressive, rigorous yet lyrical. The dark academia aesthetic thrives on discipline meeting beauty, and Bach embodies that paradox. Each piece unfolds like a conversation between logic and emotion, precision and poetry. In that balance, Bach reveals how structure itself can become a form of transcendence. Number 9. Ludwig van Beethoven, Moonlight Sonata, Sonata Number 14 in C-sharp minor Op. 27 Number 2. Few works in history captured melancholic beauty as perfectly as Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. Composed in 1801, the first movement's haunting arpeggios almost sound like whispered thoughts drifting through a darkened room. For a dark academia study session, this piece doesn't just provide background, it evokes emotion. The sonata pulls you into a reflective, almost dreamlike state where every page you read feels like part of a deeper narrative. Beethoven's genius was in channeling his turmoil into beauty, and that energy resonates with anyone drawn to the shadows of academia. Number 8. Claude Debussy, Clair de Lune. Debussy, Clair de Lune is often romanticized, but within the dark academia frame, it feels like moonlight falling on forgotten manuscripts. Composed in 1890, the piece belongs to the Suite Bergamasque and embodies the Impressionist style. It is fluid, elusive, and emotional. When studying late at night, Clair de Lune makes the world around you soften. It's as though time slows down, and you're left in contemplation. For dark academia, this track is a reminder that beauty often lies in subtlety, not grandeur. Its gentle phrases invite introspection, drawing you deeper into your own thoughts. In its quiet elegance, it captures the melancholy that defines the heart of dark academia. Number 7. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Requiem in D minor, K 626. Mozart's Requiem is shrouded in mystery. Composed during the final year of his life, unfinished at his death, and surrounded by legends of a secret commission. Its deep choral and orchestral textures give it a sacred, almost otherworldly power. Dark academia thrives on questions of mortality, legacy, and knowledge's eternal pursuit, all themes embedded in this Requiem. While it may not be the lightest study track, its presence fuels a sense of gravitas, reminding you that what you read or write carries weight beyond yourself. Number 6. Frédéric Chopin, Nocturnes. Chopin was a poet of the piano, and his nocturnes reflect the inner life of the soul. Composed mostly in the 1830s, these pieces embody longing, solitude, and death. They feel as though they were made for candlelit evenings filled with reflection. The dark academia aesthetic values the beauty of isolation, the romance of being lost in thought, and Chopin delivers that atmosphere flawlessly. The melodies are tender yet shadowed, offering inspiration to anyone who writes essays or poetry under the moonlight. Number 5. Antonio Vivaldi, Winter, from the Four Seasons. When the stormy violence of Vivaldi's Winter begin, you can almost feel the chill in the air, the crackle of frost on ancient windows. Part of the Four Seasons, composed in 1723, Winter is both invigorating and intense. For study sessions, it adds urgency, as though each note is urging you to keep going, to delve deeper. Dark academia often embraces the cold, both literally in imagery of rainy cobblestone streets and metaphorically in embracing life's harsh truths. Vivaldi's Winter is the soundtrack of perseverance through those moments. Its sharp contrast between stillness and storm mirror the struggles of the mind wrestling with difficult ideas. In its relentless energy, Winter becomes less about the season itself and more about the endurance of the soul. Number 4. Sergei Rachmaninoff. Prelude in C-sharp minor. Rachmaninoff's Prelude in C-sharp minor is bold, dramatic, and filled with raw passion. Premiered in 1892, it became so famous that audiences constantly demanded it from him. The dark opening chords are almost funereal, yet what follows is a journey through intensity and reflection. This track captures the darker, more brooding side of dark academia, the fascination with sorrow, the beauty found in despair. For anyone studying philosophy, literature, or history, this prelude feels like a companion to weighty thoughts. Its haunting resonance lingers long after the final note, echoing like a memory you can't quite escape. In its tension and release, it mirrors the struggle between brilliance and melancholy. Number 3. Erik Satie, Gymnopédie No. 1. Satie's Gymnopédie No. 1 is deceptively simple, yet profoundly moving. Composed in 1888, its slow tempo and delicate harmonies create a meditative space. Unlike the heavy intensity of Mozart's Requiem or Rachmaninoff's Prelude, this piece embraces stillness. For dark academia study sessions, it provides a pause, a reminder that knowledge isn't only about struggle but also about quiet reflection. Its melancholic beauty pairs perfectly with the image of reading alone in an ivy-covered courtyard, lost in your own thoughts. Number 2. Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky, Swan Lake, Act 2, Scene 10, Moderato. Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake isn't merely ballet music. It's a tale of tragedy, beauty, and longing. Act 2 in particular carries a haunting lyricism that resonates with dark academia. Written in 1875, the score balances elegance with melancholy. Studying with this music in the background feels like being transported into a Gothic novel, romantic, dramatic, and slightly tragic. Tchaikovsky's melodies remind us that the pursuit of knowledge, much like love, can often be bittersweet. Its sweeping themes echo with a sense of fate, as though every note carries the weight of inevitability. In its lingering sorrow, Swan Lake invites reflection on the fragility and grandeur of the human spirit. Number 1. Edward Elgar, Nimrod, from Enigma Variations. Elgar's Nimrod, composed in 1899, is one of the most moving orchestral works in existence. It carries a solemn, noble quality often associated with remembrance and reflection. Within the dark academia frame, Nimrod becomes an anthem of intellectual perseverance, the weight of history pressing down, yet lifting you at the same time. It is a piece that makes even the most ordinary study session feel monumental. Elgar's music gives the sense that learning itself is an act of honor, a legacy to be continued. The power of music in dark academia. What unites these pieces isn't just their beauty, but their ability to deepen atmosphere. Dark academia isn't about listening to upbeat background tracks, it's about immersion into a world of mystery, melancholy, and intellectual romance. These classical compositions connect us to centuries past, to the minds of geniuses who lived through struggle, beauty, and the pursuit of meaning. When you play them during your study sessions, you're not just learning, you're stepping into an unbroken tradition of thought and art. A closing reflection. Imagine closing your book after hours of study, the last notes of Elgar's Nimrod echoing softly in the background. In that moment, you feel connected to history, to knowledge, to something greater than yourself. That is the gift of classical music in the world of dark academia. It transforms the ordinary into the profound, the routine into the poetic. If these timeless pieces stirred something within you, imagine what they could do for your study sessions, your late-night reflections, or your creative pursuits. Music has the power to transform not just mood, but mindset. And that's exactly what dark academia is about, finding beauty in the pursuit of knowledge. If you want more explorations of art, music, and culture that inspire, make sure you stay connected with us here on the Dark Academia Journal. Subscribe, share this with fellow dreamers, and let's keep discovering together. After all, the journey of learning is always richer when shared.